relationship between your character and Tom Hardy's character, I think it brings a softness to an otherwise gritty story. I was wondering if you can talk a little bit about bringing that to the film, your relationship.
Well, they almost like two children in a way. It's almost like they need to discover life again and learn how to speak and how to interact and because if you have a troubled past, if things happen to you that hurt you and kind of broke you, it's I think you need to at some point, if you decide to move on and you want to find a new way of living, you have to reinvent yourself, and that's really shaky and quite scary, but they are kind of in the same position a little bit. So, and I think that both of them have this thing that they don't judge each other. So it's like it's a slow burner, and it feels like they kind of through the dog pretty much, because the dog is like a bridge between them, and they can slowly get to know each other with the dog, and it's an innocence to the love story between them that I really like.
A common thread that binds all of the characters is the fact that they're survivors, and therefore you don't really judge them too harshly. A lot of the things that they do, and I think that's a trait with a lot of the characters that you choose. They're these strong women who persevere, who are survivors. I was wondering why you're attracted to those roles.
Oh. Well, I like fighters, and I like people that against all odds manage to do things and to change things, and contradictions is always interesting, and I like to find it always more interesting if you read a script and there's a lot of things to work on and many layers, and I think also I like people that are not really good at I like this perfection. Yeah.
It's more interesting to play, I would imagine.
Yeah.
And there's so many different cultures on set. Like a lot of the actors and those working behind the scenes come from all over the world, essentially. Yeah. So I'm wondering what that was like coming together.
Oh wow, yeah. I loved Bullhead, for example, when I saw it, and working with Michael was, something I wanted to do from that point. I was like, God, I've got to work with this guy, and same with Matthias. So, and when I heard that, Michael was going to do this script, I was, I kind of became a bit obsessed. I was like, I got to do this. And I remember I was like texting Tom, who was filming in South Africa or Namibia, that, I think, you're going to love this script. You got to meet this director. This is, I think this could be for us. And I didn't really, I think this story could kind of translate to anywhere in the world. And someone like Michael, who's very passionate, and he went to art school, and same as Ridley Scott, they kind of have that in common, that they started as painters and artists, and then they went into filmmaking, and I could, the first time we met, he talked about the script and kind of painting it up for me, and I could see the movie come to life in my head, and then I knew it doesn't matter that he's not American, he will find a way to make this world his and to become a part of this world. So, I'm working with some of the best actors in the world.